Three miserable men. Three miserable men walked into a bar at 5 p.m. "Welcome, gents," beamed the bartender. "You're just in time for happy hour. What can I get you to drink?" The three miserable men turned to each other. "Happy hour," growled the first miserable man. "That's not for us," groaned the second miserable man. "We'll be back later," grumbled the third miserable man. The three miserable men walked out of the bar. At precisely 6 p.m., the three miserable men walked into the bar again. "Welcome back, gents," piped the bartender. "Happy to see you decided to join us for happy hour after all. What can I get you to drink?" The three miserable men turned to each other. "Hey, wait a minute," growled the first miserable man at the bartender. "You said it was happy hour an hour ago. What are you trying to pull?" "Happy hour runs from 5 to 7 p.m., shrugged the bartender. "That's not an hour," groaned the second miserable man. "You didn't say it was happy hours." "That's policy," shrugged the bartender. "We'll be back later," grumbled the third miserable man. The three miserable men walked out of the bar. At precisely 7 p.m., the three miserable men walked into the bar again. "Hello, gents," smiled the bartender. "I'm afraid you just missed happy hour, but what can I get you to drink?" The three miserable men turned to each other. "Hear that?" said the first miserable man, with a grim look of satisfaction on his face. "Happy hour is over. Let's have a drink." "Barkeep," called the second miserable man. "We'll have 3 whiskey sours." "Yeah," seconded the third miserable man, "and heavy on the sour." The three miserable men had a grand time, sitting and drinking and commiserating about their miserable jobs, their miserable families, and the miserable world in general. At precisely 8 p.m., the three miserable men left off their communal complaining and readied to leave. "See you here again tomorrow," said the first miserable man to his 2 miserable companions. "Okay," said the second miserable man. "What time?" 7 o'clock, of course," declared the third miserable man. Three miserable men walk into a bar every evening at precisely 7 p.m. for unhappy hour.